Welcome back everyone to BallyDung Wrestling's Rocking New Year's Eve. I am the rugged rebel leader, and some people might wonder why I did what I did in the backstage area, attacking Triple H, basically slamming his head into a car window. But that's because I was asked to do a job for the corporation, and when the corporation asks you to do a job, you do it. And the reason I attacked Brock Lesnar is I see him out here all the time celebrating victory after victory after victory. And he's been winning match after match after match. But you know what? He never gave me a shot at that championship, that world title that he wears around his waist. So you know what? I decided to send him a message. Let him know that I'm going to challenge him one of these days for that belt. And you know what, Brock Lesnar? I will win that world title from you because, you know, he's run through a lot of big names. I mean, he beat Bulldog, he beat Latino Heat, he beat Kane, he beat Big Show, but he hasn't beaten Rugged Rebel Leader. And in case some people might be asking why I think I'm qualified for that match, it's because I beat Undertaker. That's right, I beat him at one of the last BallyDung events, and you know what? I think I've had quite a good 2014, and I look forward to possibly facing Lesnar sometime in 2015, and this matchup is for the International Championship. It's going to be Rage putting the belt on the line against the Mad Professor. Claire made this match under the guise that Brit was no longer the man that held every championship in BallyDung Wrestling, and she made this matchup official. And I think this is her way of trying to drive a wedge through the XD, which Cameron alluded to earlier. And that is a smart decision if that is indeed what they've decided to do, to try to drive a wedge into the XD. And what better way to do it than to have Brit and Rage go at it? I mean, these two are the tag team champions, members of the XD, and just to have them go at it for the International Championship that Rage just won, that is an interesting way to have this night continue to go on. We've seen champions have some bad luck, and I guess Cameron, seeing what's been going on to champions, decided he better get his ass in the backstage area and get ready and loosen up for his matchup with DDP for the Hardcore Championship. And I've heard rumors, and Rugged Rebel actually has stated that he's going to be in DDP's corner. He told DDP that he wants to make sure that nobody gets involved and tries to interfere in DDP's matchup. And there, a good exchange here by Rage and Brit, and these two have had quite a 2014 throughout the summer. They had a feud during the summer. They won the tag team titles during the summer. They have had an interesting 2014, and with the XD being back, I wonder what 2015 will have in store for the Mad Professor and Rage. But the Mad Professor has held so much gold in BallyDung Wrestling, and now going for this International Championship here against Rage. And Rage coming off that huge victory of that title, now having to defend it here in his first defense. And that can't be easy for anybody to go into their first defense against somebody that's won so many championships. I mean, the Mad Professor is a legendary competitor, and I think regardless of what happens tonight, he is for sure a definite, and Brit's face slammed right into that post. Brit is a for sure Hall of Famer in BallyDung Wrestling. He's made a name for himself. He's had such a great career, and the Mad Professor's competed in many different organizations. The YTWF, YTWE, DUI, Impact Zone, and BallyDung Wrestling. And he's had quite a career in BallyDung wrestling. I think the Mad Professor's had his biggest success in BallyDung wrestling. I mean, because he's a former BallyDung champion. He held that belt for quite a while. I think almost about a year the Mad Professor had been BallyDung champion. But then, of course, having the loss to Max Frost under somewhat questionable circumstances, I might add, because the referee, some say the referee had a bit of a fast count there, kind of a fast twitch on the hand, and looks like Brit didn't like being thrown back into the ring by Stone Cold Steve Austin, and down Austin gets suplexed, so the Mad Professor taking a bit of exception to Stone Cold doing somewhat questionable things, and Stone Cold with a Stone Cold Stunner to Rage, and I don't know why he did that to Rage, but Rage is now down, and the Mad Professor, I don't think, likes that Stone Cold got involved in this matchup, so he's trying to, I guess, maybe give Rage a little bit of a breather there, but a Stone Cold Stunner by Stone Cold to Rage, and this matchup again is on the outside, but there are no, I guess, Claire has made this match a no count-out, no disqualification matchup. I guess she's hoping that this matchup gets really down and dirty and that something happens that's controversial, because, I mean, I don't think that Claire likes the Claire does not like the XD, actually, but she doesn't, I don't think she even cares who wins this matchup as long as the Mad Professor and Rage beat the hell out of each other. I don't think she really gives a damn who wins this match. I think it's just to see these two beat the hell out of each other and to see them just wear each other out and possibly cause controversy within the XD. I think that's what Claire's main focus was for making this matchup. But the Mad Professor, I think, is also trying to make history now, because his big claim of being the Grand Slam champion of BallyDung wrestling has seemingly gone out the window with that international title. But of course, the Mad Professor is the only man to have held every single belt except the international title now. But he's going at it with Rage and Brit. Brit has had a great career, though. I mean, winning gold in almost every time he's competed for it, and I believe that the Mad Professor has also been a YTWF Tag Team Champion. He's had I think he might still be the YTWF Tag Team Champion with one of his partners in YTWF, one of the competitors over there. But if you haven't seen YTWF, we urge you to give it a chance. As now Stone Cold with a stunner to Rage inside the ring again. Rage is down and Stone Cold flipping the bird, giving the stunner, and Rage is just kind of dazed and confused. And a neck breaker there by the Mad Professor. And Rage, he is dazed and confused. Stone Cold has just been taking it to Rage. And now admonishing Rage, giving Rage, I guess, the business there. And the Mad Professor tosses Rage into the ring apron. And Stone Cold helps the Mad Professor up to his feet. And the Mad Professor tosses Stone Cold onto the ring apron again. And now he's going to suplex Stone Cold right back into the ring. But the Mad Professor should focus on his opponent and not so much Stone Cold Steve Austin, because he can't pin Stone Cold and get that international championship. And now Stone Cold again admonishing Rage, giving Rage, I guess, the business yet again. And an arm drag takedown there by the Mad Professor, taking down Rage. And Rage sent into the ring apron yet again. And this is just getting ridiculous. I think the match should just go on in the ring, and Stone Cold stalking Rage there on the outside as the Mad Professor tosses Rage into the steps, and Stone Cold helps Rage up, and a kick to the gut, and a Stone Cold stunner again, and a cover. The Mad 1, 2, and 3, and Stone Cold Steve Austin assists the Mad Professor in picking up the victory over Rage. Rage cannot believe what has happened. He was hit with the Stone Cold, I think about 3 Stone Cold Stunners, and that final stunner was lights out for Rage. And the Mad Professor celebrating he is the new international champion. And once again, I guess he makes the history in BallyDung Wrestling of being the only competitor to hold every championship in BallyDung Wrestling. Congratulations to the Mad Professor. There was some controversy in this matchup, but nonetheless, the Mad Professor wins the International Championship. And what a way for the XD to keep that belt within their ranks. It would have probably been within their ranks